Hi, I'm Bill Trent, Harrison's dad. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do in my job using mathematics. And why you may be sitting there in class or doing your homework wondering, why would I ever need to do this? Well, I'm going to give you some real examples that you will use probably later in life. Not all mathematics are used every day. There's algebra, there's calculus, there's arithmetic, there's mental math, there's lots of different things. Depending upon what your job and skills are going to be in the future is what you'll end up using, but they're all important. For me, what I normally do is twofold. Most of the time I use just mental math because that's all that I'm required to do in my day-to-day job. We take information that comes in on sales, information that comes in on customers, things of this nature. I'm in the chemical business. We manufacture green chemicals, good chemicals for the environment. So we have lots and lots of customers. We take that information and we see how many customers we have. We have spreadsheets. We calculate how many gallons or pounds or anything like that that we use to sell to the customers. Then we figure out per customer what percentage. We use percentages to figure out how much of that sale was to the customer. We calculate what the total amount of dollars revenue-wise would be at the end of that month. We do plus and minus percentages, whether we're up in volume, whether we're down in volume, whether there's been an increase with the customer or an increase with the product. So we use a lot of addition, a lot of subtraction, and a lot of percentages all the time in that particular type of analysis. Also, what I do in my job is occasionally I do product development. I'm a chemist in the lab. So what we do is we take whatever formula that we're working on, and you have to know chemistry, and as you guys know that are taking your chemistry time or biology, that mathematics are very important to be able to come up with building a formula, understanding what that means, being able to make something in percentages again, conversion factors from pounds to ounces to quarts to gallons, and then from grams. So how many grams are in a pound or how many kilograms and things of this nature. And this is what we do a lot in the lab to be able to put something together. So mathematics is very important. It's something that you will use for the rest of your life. It's something that you can enjoy, and it's something that can be a real benefit for you.
So show us an example of something that you might have done recently that you did in mathematics.
Well, just recently in making a product, matter of fact it was this week, it was making a new product. We had an original product that had a formula. That formula needed to be changed or tweaked, so we had to make a stronger product. So in order to make a stronger product, we had to go back and look at the original formulation. And the original formulation called for a certain percentage of chemicals. We had to increase that percentage by a factor of 16. So using mathematics, looking at our original formula, multiplying that by a factor of 16 to increase the percentage of the chemicals that we would use. After that, we also had to look at what the cost factor was going to be. Because of increasing the raw materials, we had to figure out how much now is the new product cost versus what the old product cost, and what was the percentage difference between the new product cost and the old product cost. So that was something that we just did on Monday of this week. So that's a prime example of something that we do all the time, and we use basic simple mathematics in order to do that.
Say if you were to do your money and you were to do something wrong with numbers, what could happen that would be bad?
Well, it could be catastrophic, depending upon the situation. But everything today, as you know, is spreadsheets, and you take information in and use computers a lot. But you also have to rely on your own basic knowledge and your own basic mechanics of how to do these things, so the computer just doesn't do everything for you. So you double and triple check your work as you do in class. You double and triple check your work as you do at work. But as an example, you want to make sure that all of your numbers are accurate. All your numbers reflect what you're doing. All of your numbers, especially when you're making a product, as an example, you want to make sure it has to be accurate, because if your formula is off, then the product's going to be off. And the product is off, then you've got issues. So it's very important.
So what is your favorite use of math in the real world?
My favorite use of math in the real world is calculating batting averages.
Thank you.
You're welcome.